My friends, I sometimes I look at myself and I say, I got so much, really, so much experience and wisdom in me. I want to export it, and I get so many emails and from guys from, but really hearten me because to see these young fellas that could see the reality in what I say and to see that's not flim flam. And you know, here I am. I'm uh, I'm looking down. I don't know why I'm looking down, but I'm looking up now. And I get fellas that older that not older. No. You got to go some be older. Young, little young, much younger than me, and fellas that are really 10 and 12, not 10. Oh, see, I'm getting all screwed up. 12, 14, 15. They can see the solid information that I'm giving. They could feel it, and they could see the flim flam out there. And it's impossible for me to answer all the details that a lot of you fellas want. You want details on your personal training, and I tell you, it's physically impossible for me to do that. Guys lay out their programs step by step by step. How many sets, how many reps do? I mean, they're not in this world to think that I could have the time to answer all those individual emails. But they mean well. And what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm giving you, is the wisdom of over 50 years in bodybuilding. I mean, I started when I was 10, and I cannot believe how the years has gone by and how much I have learned from bodybuilding and from taking care of yourself, eating and so forth. Now, I have a lot. The most important thing I find with most of the guys that are, asking me these questions, the most important thing I find that they're not tuning in and trying to. And I know they're confused because you get information left and right, all over the place. But for the young fella that's just starting, maybe 12 years old or so, and the older guy in his 50s, maybe in his 60s, there's one, one, one criteria you must use. Tune into your energy and don't try to outdo your energy store, or you're going to be very disappointed and frustrated. We all have different levels of energy, and we must make sure that we don't exceed that, or we'll go backwards and not forward. Like some guys can do 5 sets of every exercise, feel great. Another guy do 5 sets, and you got to put them on a stretcher. And that's why I always tell you fellas when I talk to you, please stop looking at the routines of other fellas because it doesn't always apply to you. Try, learn the basics of exercise, tune into what you want to do, and act accordingly. I mean, a guy that's on steroids, there's no way you could duplicate what he does. I mean, his body, his chemistry, and everything is different. Don't look at his routines. And these guys, when they give you these routines, they don't understand one size don't fit all. Just like you go and they say, take 100 grams of protein a day. Yeah. Based on what? Then you have to let that wisdom come in and say, now, I'm training pretty hard. Why? I think I need more than 100 grams. Watch your body. See how you get, how solid your muscles feel. If your muscles don't get firm, that means not being fed enough protein. And I'll tell you something. The need for protein increases as we age. Believe it. We're not as, and I like to tell some of the older guys that we don't assimilate as well when we get older. So instead of using less, we need more. And most older guys don't realize they take less. And they wonder why they come apart. Less protein. Now, that's just one of the aspects of training. But the most important thing in training is to understand your energy level so that you have enthusiasm to train. Don't go in and try to do it overnight. The physiology of the body won't allow it. It takes time to build up energy store and for the body to get adjusted to the demands you're putting on it. The chemistry changes. The body has memory, but it takes time, my friends. You can't start training at 12 years old and think you'll get a body in a year. It's not going to happen. All that's going to happen is frustrate you and you quit. And the older guys, you must remember, the fire is not burning. So don't try to get it to burning. Stoke it. It's simmering. The fire is simmering. It's bang. That's part of the aging process. Now, you want to really develop, if you want to really feel good about your training, energized, don't try to get it to be a flaming fire because it's not going to be. You just, nature won't allow it. We deteriorate as we age. Aging is a wear out process. And it's how quick you get there, whether you pace yourself, whether you coast to old age or race. I want you to coast. And you coast by stoking the fire, not trying to get it flaming. Because if you get that star fire flaming, you burn out. There's a theory, and I believe that theory. We have a finite amount of basic energy. That's a theory, of course. We can use it all up because you know you've seen it yourself. You've seen the guys that take care of themselves, how vibrant they are at an older age. And you see the guys that drink and smoke and had party and they look like they're twice the age that they are. It comes because their energy levels is dramatically dropped because they're abused. And the body doesn't forget. Remember, the body remembers. And it punishes you when you don't take care of it. That's just a basis. So I want you to understand something. This is not something I heard or read. Something I know from experience. To be continued.